ping me when this thing shows up and it's been accepted by one of the sites.
Cool.
So I'm going to call this dog training video for the template name. Hit OK. And in a matter of moments, Traffic Geyser is going to start blasting this out all over the internet. So there we go. It says the tasks have been successfully uploaded to our, added to our upload queue. Click here to check the status of the uploads. So in a couple of moments, we should start seeing some results.
Hot diggity.
And in the meantime, what I would do right now is just go back over to our templates, click on that. And actually, while we're running here, I'm going to just do a quick little check and be sure we pick the right profile.
Okay.
And I'm going to show this without showing your password here.
All right.
Okay.
My password is not Mike Wuming, all lowercase.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like that's probably... Okay, that's probably the right one. Okay, good. And I'm going to just check our task status list here.
While we're doing this, this video is not meant to be a tutorial on how to use Traffic Geyser. You actually have like super basic step-by-step stuff. We're just kind of breezing through this because we already know how to set it up, which is really, I mean, you know, there's really not much more to it than what you're seeing right now. But the point is, I just want to show you how it works, and then we can show you how soon we get results in Google, and hopefully we'll be popped up there really quickly.
Yep. So here we've got, you know, some of these, Rever, it's already up, Sharkle, it's already up, Google Video, it's already up, MeFeedia, which is one of the podcast feeds. Some of them failed because I don't think you had user IDs and passwords set up. VidiLife, vSocial, Bofunk. So there's a bunch of them that work just fine. And again, most likely the reasons why it couldn't upload or couldn't log in is because you didn't have...
I didn't set up an account.
Yeah, there's like 10 accounts set up probably total. So now what we'll do then is just go over to templates, click on dog training video, use template.
Now we're going to do it again, but with a different version of the file, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Different file, different, might as well use a different keyword instead of pug.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over to this little thing and see some of your other keywords. And
next one was Lasha Apso.
And that's a common dog?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. It's a fairly unusual dog. I don't know.
But optimizing for it will pay off?
Well,
versus Australian Shepherd, for example?
Yeah, Australian Shepherd training would work. Those are keywords that generated sales. So that number that you see by the keywords in that little list are actual numbers of sales according to Google Stats that came in for that specific keyword.
Okay.
So I went through my accounts and saw which keywords I was bidding on that were actually working well.
Wow, okay. Good, good. So I'm going to say train your Lhasa Apso. Nice name. In 15 minutes or less. Okay, great. So you're supposed to know about training. So how's about training your... Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we pick a different video this time. So we'll pick the MPEG file.
What did we do the first time? I've already forgotten.
We picked the WMV file that time. Okay, so put him in there. Lhasa Apso. Okay, and last time I think I put it in the wrong category. Yeah, travel, horror. Well, it's educational. Okay.
No dance.
And the only other thing we gotta think about down here. Okay, the profile. Again, use the Frank Kern 11. We'll just pick the same stuff again.
We'll get some of those errors. We're not going to worry about them. We just keep on going.
Okay, that and that. And we have to just replace the pug with Apso.
Yeah, APSO.
Okay. We got 64 characters, so that's why it cut me off.
Okay.
See if the rest of that fits. Train your Lhasa in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Who cares? All right, so that's another thing that, you know, people will be like, well, what about? And the whole thing is, look, this is a numbers game. Really, you don't care that much about the finer details. It's a matter of just getting the thing out there. Oop.
Free dog.
Got to be sure. Yeah, there we go. Good. Let me do that.
Now notice the domain name that I've chosen here. It's like I'm bribing them to come to my site with more free dog stuff. So the domain is freedogvideos.com. It's logical. So when you're doing this, you might want to go and buy yourself a little $8 domain that can forward to your main website or whatever that is freewhatever.com. Free whatever videos, free whatever reports or something.com. Because again, the point of these videos is to get people to come to your site and opt in. That's it, and people are going to search for these keywords whether you do this or not, and they're either going to see other people's stuff or they're going to see your mass control propaganda. And I think it's a better thing for you if they see your mass control propaganda. Plus, having your videos on third-party things like this for some reason lends you a lot of credibility, which is great, even though you made them and you put them there still, All right,
so here we go. So we're ready to go. I just updated that so people can see how fast this templating feature works.
Cool.
Usually when I'm doing it by myself, I can bang through this in about 40 seconds. It's just one after another. So this time I'm not going to save it as a template, but again, I'm going to submit it to social bookmarking sites, click on the process, and boom, this thing is going to go out. So I'd say within a few more minutes, we should be able to hopefully see that this thing actually begins showing up in the podcast directories, and then from there the other sites get scraped. Sometimes it's in 3, 4, 5 minutes, sometimes it takes an hour, and as to whether or not it's going to show up inside Google, but most of the time it shows up within about for sure 24 hours, and again I've had it as little as 3 minutes. That's the fastest I've ever seen anything show up from the time I submitted until it showed up in Google's main results. Did it with us
in what, like 15 minutes?
Yeah, it was 11.
Crazy. Yeah,
it was 11.
Pretty awesome.
Yep, very impressive. So, again, I think what... so
that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And what I just finished doing today, like I said, is try to do at a minimum monthly webinars, try to do them more often than that, where we ask people to submit all their questions, and I just get on and answer everything I can, and I demonstrate different strategies and techniques. And then all those end up going in our training videos, which we just give away. It's my strategy, like yours, is give away the training, teach people how to take advantage of this. And frankly, if they want to waste their time doing it manually, go ahead, because, it's kind of nuts. The only other thing that I could show you that's really, really cool here is when we click on RSS channels. This right now is the channel that is for the free dog videos. And what you do, and I've been adding our videos to that channel, I can just copy that URL, and if I were right now to bring up iTunes, which is free, and go to the iTunes store, and let me just get rid of my mail programs that quits popping up. Click on podcasts, and there's a link in here called Submit a Podcast. It's right here. So if we just click on that and paste in that podcast feed URL, this is one of the most powerful and most effective ways to get high quality traffic to your website. If I'd only remember my password here. And check this out. So when I set up the podcast feed, I actually took a snapshot of your home page. That's what this little icon is, and I added that to it.
Awesome.
Just uploaded that. And there's your the author, free dog videos. Okay, I'm going to put this in, I don't know, I guess we'll talk at professional, I don't know, sports and recreation. I guess that must have been the category I created this in. There wasn't a pets one. But anyway, I'll just hit submit, and boom.
Awesome.
Now that thing's been submitted to iTunes, and usually within about 48 hours, it's included in here. And again, very, very powerful. So now every single time you take one of your little videos, if you create different ones, and you add it to your RSS feed, it will automatically show up in iTunes.